Namaste. Welcome to this evening's session on awareness. This is going to be a discussion really. It's not a meditation session, it's just a discussion on awareness. Because now, more than ever during lockdown, people are getting really stressed and anxious because we don't really know too much about what's going to happen in the future. And so this stress is turning into anger. We've got lots of suppressed emotions that are here, and many of us are separated from families. And a few people have said to me that they feel really angry because of this. Angry because they can't be with their loved ones, because they can't hold the hand or give them comfort. So all of these things have to take their toll. You know, when we start worrying and the mind starts getting really restless, we need a way to sort of bring everything back. But we can't do that unless we understand awareness. So I'm just going to give a bit of a shout out to Paula. Thank you so much, Paula, for joining. It's lovely to see you and I hope you enjoy this video. So yeah, awareness. Now, as I was just saying, many of us feel anger, we feel this suppressed emotion, and it's hard because when we are trying to keep our spirituality, a lot of us are trying to practice, we're trying to learn meditation, develop our mindfulness practice, and some people simply want some peace of mind. They don't want to be bothered with meditation practice or anything else. It's just about having peace of mind. So I am Margot. So the thing is, what I wanted to do today was to start with a session on awareness, an awareness meditation practice which is not going to be difficult. So if you're new to this, please don't worry. And then we'll have a bit of a discussion after and we'll go through some questions and some maybe not just questions, but maybe share your experiences of this kind of stuff. So what I wanted to do really, I want to start this session just by saying a very quick hello Tashi Delay to my Buddhist mentor Abhi Rinpoche, who's out there in India and also affected by the lockdown. So I hope everything's going okay. I wish you and your monk students a very happy, long and healthy life. Okay, awareness. So some people feel because they're so angry, they're so agitated and stressed, and because we don't know what's going to happen in the future, we feel that we've lost our sense of awareness, we've lost our sense of balance and focus. But there's good news for this, because even knowing that and having that knowledge is awareness. But what I want to do is to do an exercise now of awareness. So I'm going to, there's different kinds of awareness. There's emotional awareness, which I'm not going to do tonight. I'm going to do sensation awareness, how we feel in our body. But first of all, what I'd like you to do is to just take a nice comfy position. If you can sit up, that's brilliant. If you can't, just lay down, it's not a problem. So I'll just give you a few minutes to sort that. And then I'm just going to do a small exercise with you. And then I'm going to talk about it some more. So I'll give you a few minutes. It's great to see some people here. Hiya, Sue. It's fantastic. I'm so happy that people are joining. Okay, so just close your eyes, take a nice comfy position. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give one little dong of the singing bowl. And when I actually sound the singing bowl, what I would like you to do is with the vibration, because this vibration will go on for quite some time, is to really listen and to raise your arm and just hold it to wherever it feels comfortable, but raise it to the kind of tone and the kind of pace of the singing bowl. So I'm only going to make one sound, but if you can, raise your arm and just hold it there. Okay, very slowly with the sound. Okay, so close your eyes. Okay, now hold your arm there. Just be aware of how your arm feels. Does any part of your hand feel cold? Does it feel warm? Is it shaking? Just be aware of every part of that arm and that hand. Be aware of the position that your hand and arm are in. Has anybody got dead arm? That's an awareness. It's just about being aware of how your arm feels and how your hand feels. Do you feel tingly? Okay, bring your arm down and place it somewhere comfy by your side or on your lap. Okay, now we're not going to raise the arm, we're just going to close the eyes. And listen to that sound again. And what I want you to do as you listen to that sound is I want you to try and connect with that sound. Try and connect to where in your body it resonates. It may not resonate anywhere, but there may be a part of the body where it resonates, and just be aware of that part of the body, okay? Now I have to say, for me, when I made the sound of the singing bowl, I felt quite overwhelmed, quite emotional, because it's not very often that we sit in silence and sit and focus on something quite spiritual. So that was a little bit overwhelming for me, and I found that I felt it right at my solar plexus, near where your belly button is. So that was just a sensation. It was just about awareness. If you didn't feel anything, that's an awareness as well. So awareness is such a vast, vast thing. And it's amazing that we can just tune in and try and find our connection with spirituality and with that oneness. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take us through a meditation of complete body awareness, okay? Complete body awareness. But what I'm going to do, before I do that, I just want to give you an example of awareness. Now, can somebody shout out anything at all that you love to eat? Just anything. So if you can just post it, I'm looking at your posts here. Anything at all that you love to eat, that you actually crave, that you can't do without. Go on, give us a shout out. Anything at all that you can't do without. I know it sounds unspiritual, but there is a method in this madness. So go on, what do you love to eat? What are you craving for? I'm waiting for these comments to come in now. Right, Paula said her hand felt cold and my arm felt achy and then dead. Yeah, that's awareness, Paula. Right, let's have a look. Cake. Right, Valerie Long says cake. All right. Right, Valerie, hold on to that because I'm going to hold on to that. Mashed potatoes, Paula Hill. Right, okay. So we've got cake, mashed potatoes. Okay, is there anybody else that wants to shout out? Because there's a method in this. Okay. Right, okay. Right, okay. Right, so what we're going to do now is just close our eyes. Okay, now close our eyes. And this is a good example of how, you see, the thing is, before we go into this, when we think about awareness and when we think about meditation, especially in the West, especially in our country, oh, what's that chocolate? Fantastic, Margot, fantastic. Right, when we think about awareness, when we think about meditation, many people think about peace, being still, blocking out all our thoughts, peace, being really peaceful. And then thoughts come into our head, don't they? They come into our head and we beat ourselves up and we think this meditation don't work, it's rubbish, absolute rubbish. But what's actually happening is the brain is reacting in a really normal way. Because when we try and still the mind that's been going at 100 miles an hour, especially now when we're worried about so many things in our lives, when we try and still that, the brain and the mind, they say, hang on a minute, no, I'm going to do my thing. You might want me to sit still, but it doesn't work like that for me. So it takes time. It takes time to slow itself down, and we do it in short steps. But going back to the meditation, so what I want you to do is close your eyes. This is a short example of how difficult meditation can be. But just the fact that you may feel that is an awareness. So let's close our eyes and take some nice breaths. In through the nose and out through the nose. Now then, Paula, in this meditation, as you're focusing on the breath, I do not want you to think of cake, okay? Do not think of cake. And Valerie, please don't think about mashed potato. And Margot, please don't think about chocolate, okay? No chocolate, mashed potatoes or cake. So let's breathe in nice and easy and let's relax the mind. Relax every part of the body. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, and as you do, just relax. With every out breath, sink deeper and deeper and deeper. No thinking about cake and chocolate and mashed potato. Cake, mashed potato and chocolate. Don't think about it. Just take some nice breaths. And experience the silence. And now let's bring ourselves back from that comfortable position. Now, after I finished mentioning mashed potato and cake, how many people managed to wipe that from their mind? That's what I mean. It comes in and they're intrusive thoughts, and the environment is like that. That was just a bit of fun. The environment is like that. It throws things at us. Hi, Frank. And when it throws things at us, that is what knocks us off balance. That is what knocks us off, and that could be anger, it could be upset, it could be all this problem with lockdown. It can be anything that will knock us off balance. But it's not about getting rid of those thoughts and fears. It's actually about being aware that we have them. And once we're aware of them, we can take a step back. There are 4 stages that feel overwhelmed, and when I'm experiencing difficulties, because we're all experiencing them. The first one is to notice the way that you're feeling, which you're going to do because you'll feel fear. Most things are based on fear. To have that awareness, we can then go into the second step, which is to take a step back. Because when we can take a step back, we often realise that the things that we're scared of are really big. They are there, but there are ways around them. They might seem impossible right now, but everything is interchangeable. So we know that at the end, something will change, you see. And then the third step, if we feel still overwhelmed, do something different. Come away from that that thought process and play some music. Maybe do something creative. So that's the third step, break that cycle. And then the fourth step is come back to it and try again if you want to do. But the thing is, it's all about not feeling overwhelmed, not feeling too overwhelmed by everything. So what I am going to do now is a serious relaxation, a serious meditation. So if you take a nice comfy position, just nice easy breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and out through the nose. And with your next out breath through the nose, sink deeper and deeper into the chair or the sofa or the floor. As you breathe in through the nose, breathe in all that clean, pure air. And as you breathe out, let your body relax deeper and deeper. And now with the next breath in, be aware of the air as it enters your nose and as it leaves your nostrils. Just be aware of any sensations that happen as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Be aware of the temperature of the breath as it enters the nostrils and as it leaves. Is it cooler coming into the nostrils than it is going out? And be aware of the pace of your breath as it goes in and leaves. Be aware now, move up to the top of your head. Just be aware of the top of your head. Does it feel stressed and tight? Do you feel relaxed? Does it feel warm or cool? Just be aware. Be aware of your eyes. Do they feel heavy and sleepy? Or are you finding it difficult to relax? Heavy and sleepy is fine. Difficult to relax is fine. It's just about being aware of how that feels. And now, just be aware of your posture compared to when you started. Have you started to slump forward a little bit more relaxed? Do you feel rigid? Do you feel looser? Just be aware, all of those are fine. Be aware of your shoulders. How do they feel? Be aware of the positioning of your hands. Where are they? And how do they feel? Are your fingers relaxed? Are your hands clasped? Are your fists clenched? Just be aware. Don't change them. Just be aware. And now bring your attention to the chest and how it moves in and out with each breath. The lungs are involuntary muscles. They move without any effort from us. We don't need to think about the way we move them, but just be aware of how they do move. And be aware of how your abdomen moves as you inhale and exhale. If you're sitting on a chair, be aware of your buttocks. How do they feel? Are you sitting on a hard chair or a soft chair? If you're on the floor, how connected are they to the floor? And be aware of the sensation in your back. Does it feel upright or slumped? And if you're laying on the floor, how connected is your back to the floor? Is it tense with an arch preventing you from fully connecting, or are you fully flat on the floor? And what about your feet? Are they relaxed and flat on the floor? And your feet and your toes, how do they feel? And now, just relax for a few moments with the silence. And as you relax in silence, take your awareness from the top of your head right down to the tip of your toes, being aware of every part of your body. For some people, the silence may raise different emotions and sadness. You may want to laugh, you may feel nervous, you may want to cry. Laughter, nervousness, crying is fine, everything is okay, because we are aware of the sensations in our body and the emotions that they bring. And it's okay to be angry. It's okay to feel overwhelmed, as long as we're aware of that and we can bring it into some kind of perspective. So now we're going to just loosen out all of our muscles. So let's start with the face. So screw up the facial muscles as tight as you can and let them go. And be aware of the tension as it drifts out of the forehead, down through the eyes, out of the nose and the jawline, and watch it drift out into the ether as your face totally relaxes. Bring the shoulders up to the ears. Feel that tension and let them drop. And feel that tension drift out through the arms and the hands, out into the ether, drifting away. Make a fist with both hands. Feel that tension as the fingers clench, and now let them both relax. And feel the tension drift out through the thumb, the forefinger, and all the other fingers, and feel that tension drift out into the ether, away from your body. Now the feet, screw up the feet really tight and relax them. Feel the tension move from every toe out into the ether. And now return to the breath. Nice and steady, nice and easy. And as you do, become aware of how your body feels now. And now bring your hands to your heart chakra. Place your palm on your heart chakra just between your breastbone and place your other hand on top. And say to yourself, I am safe, I am peaceful, and I am aware. I am safe, I am peaceful, and I am aware. And now start to bring yourself back into a state of awareness. I really hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. Awareness is a really funny thing. People think that it's all spiritual and all up in the sky, but awareness is an everyday thing. When we're aware of how we feel and our emotions, we can make sense of it. But when it comes out of control, it becomes more difficult. So what about experiences and questions and answers? Because I'm sure we've all had our experiences during lockdown, and it'll be really nice to share them and to share how you found the meditation, to share what you get from the meditations as well. You know, it's going to be really nice to do that, because we don't often get a chance to speak as a group. So let's have a look. Valerie says, many thanks, dear Tenzin Julie, for a wonderful meditation awareness session. Have a very pleasant evening. Meta, keep well, safe and contented. Thank you, Valerie. You too. You too. It's been lovely having you join me. But I really, really think that it's really important, especially now, so that we don't get overwhelmed. But remember, you can always step back, and there is an end to everything. Everything is interchangeable. So we know there is going to be an end to this. We know it's going to end. It's just a sadness that we have right now. But we'll all get there. It's going to be wonderful. We've just got to get through it. And for anybody that's struggling right now, hiya Sarah, thank you for joining me. It's lovely to see you. Yeah, times are really hard right now, but being aware, and just being aware that we don't become too overwhelmed. So take a step back, really think about it and put things into perspective. Thank you, Margot. You feel free? That's fabulous. Brilliant. And when you do start to, you don't need to meditate. It's just about being aware of your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings and sensations. And when we can be aware of them and make sense of them, we can start to separate it and stop being so overwhelmed by it. So thank you so much. It's been wonderful. I really, really have enjoyed this. It's been fantastic. Thank you. If anybody's got any questions or want to share experiences about meditation, or you want to have a chat, I'm quite happy to stay on for a while. So I've just fell off my chair, so that's why I'm on the floor. I don't know why I fell off my chair, I just did. So I toppled off. But there you go, that's me all over. So I'm not being rude looking at my phone, but if anybody does want to stay on and have a chat about meditation and stuff, it'd be really great to have a chat. It'll be fantastic. But right now, I'm just going to find, and so I can see your comments because I'm a bit short-sighted. I can't see very well, so there you go. Oh, well, listen, it's been lovely. It's been really, really lovely seeing everyone on here. But for now, I'm going to get going then if nobody's got any questions. And I'll see you later. Bye. Mm-hmm.